Greetings to all record enthusiasts. While you are playing this test recording, please seat yourself in a position between the two loudspeakers, at the same distance from each. The distance from your seat to each of the loudspeakers should be about the same as that from one loudspeaker to the other. In order to test the symmetry and correct positioning of your apparatus, will you now please regulate the volume of the sound on the two channels so that you appear to hear my voice from a distant point directly in front of you, equidistant from the two loudspeakers. The voice should still appear to come from a spot midway between the loudspeakers throughout the whole of the recording, provided that you do not move from your position at right angles from the central spot between the loudspeakers. Having equalized the two volumes of sound, make sure that each loudspeaker is placed at the correct angle. You should hear the trumpet in the following musical example, only from the left, and the guitar only from the right. Should their positions be reversed, you will have to change over the pickup connections into the amplifier. For safety's sake, we will now repeat the test. First left, then right. The test which now follows facilitates the establishment of the same frequency response on the two channels. The sound quality of the two speakers has to be identically matched. The music that you will hear now comes in turn from the right-hand and left-hand loudspeakers. Adjust the treble and bass controls for both channels until the tone quality from both channels is found to be identical as well as satisfactory. If you are using several loudspeakers for each channel, you must first, before making the test, pay attention to the correct polarization of the loudspeakers of either unit. If in your apparatus the loudspeakers are in two separate enclosures, place them as close to each other as possible for the following test. If the loudspeakers are housed in the same enclosure, if, for instance, you possess a stereo radiogram, then you are equally well in a position to carry out this test. You will now hear a sound 3 times. If the loudspeaker units are correctly polarized, it will commence between the loudspeakers and finish up in the room. You will now hear the same noise in the opposite direction from that which I have mentioned. If the loudspeakers are correctly polarized, it will commence in the room and finish between the loudspeakers. If you hear the noise moving each time in the opposite direction from that which I have mentioned, the loudspeakers are wrongly polarized. This can be rectified by reversing the loudspeaker connections in one channel. After this error has been corrected, a further trial, also with the other test examples, is recommended. If you are not able to make the adjustment yourself, it will, of course, be necessary to get in touch with your dealer.